I love that juxtaposition of the quiet beach and then the carnage going on inside. It's your girl Aisha, Geek Chic, and we are back with another reaction to Hell's Paradise. We're now on to episode 2 of the first season, which is called Screening and Choosing. So last episode was the premiere and I thought it was fantastic. Did a great job of introducing us to our main character, getting a little bit more understanding of why Gabi Maru is the way that he is and kind of what will motivate him going forward in this story. We are also loosely introduced to the person who's going to be going with him. Her name slipped out of my head and the names will come, I promise. We see now that she's probably going to be accompanying him on this journey, but really what was the coolest thing about her that we saw was that she figured out Gabi Maru pretty quickly after just interviewing him for a few days. So we know also that this big epic quest is supposed to be happening where these convicts are going to be going to this mystical island where apparently the key to a life, living forever and utopia and all those good things are, but sadly everybody who's gone and trying to find this key has ended up being sent back quite literally in pieces. So this is kind of a Suicide Squad situation going on, and we've got Gabi Maru as one of the people who's going to be jumping in and obviously the person we're going to be following. So I'm excited to get into this next episode so we can get to know a little bit more about him and possibly see some of the other players. So let's jump into it. But before I do, if this is your first time to my channel, welcome. Thank you so much for coming. I do react to animes. This is something that's kind of new to my channel, but there's definitely more of them coming. So if you want to watch me watch other animes or just follow me on this journey, please go ahead, hit that subscribe button as well as a notification bell so you can be aware of when new episodes drop. And if you like this video, I'd also very much appreciate it if you showed some love to the like button. It just really helps a girl out a lot. And for those of you who've been here before, welcome back. Thank you so much for coming back. And also, if you've not joined the gang, please do hit that subscribe button today and join the fam. All right, that out of the way, guys, let's get into episode 2 right about now. That's poetic. Your dad's hairline, though. He's really into this storytelling. That was a good ass slice. Wow. That pose. I'm sorry, what? Huh? What? He was Satan. That's not... No. No, he was the devil. I mean, if you're gonna have to behead people, doing it quick and without emotion is the way to go. Good luck? Feels like a bad thing to cheer for, no? Let's not... For a what? Is this real or a nightmare? Oh, who are you? He kind of looks like the guy from Bleach with the red hair. His name slipped out of my head. You know the one who's got the bendy blade? Oh, ew! I don't know about this imagery, guys. It's feeling a little too much like that H word. Well, your dad is a different person than you. He was also older, so maybe he'd gone through what you're going through. So you don't look at their face? Exactly. Let them know. He's just a man. He poops too. Will they really? I don't trust it. And who's gonna read that? Half the people in Japan probably couldn't read it this period. You know, here's the thing. People always think it's easy to kill bad people, but it really isn't. Like, it takes away from you to take life. It's just the reality. That's why you see so many people who have been in the military have such a hard time when they get out. You're peeking, not allowed! No, I like to be underestimated. Thanks. Is he? Can you have your personal crises later? It's like, we've already seen this part of the movie. We've watched the trailers. Just get to the good stuff. Interesting, but he looks like a work of art. Win-win? Oh, well, he seems happy, so was it a bad thing? Dude, aren't you like a serial... Anyway, calm down. Dude, do you want to go in our place? Room on the boat? That's a good question. Valid. Smart one, this one. Be friends with her, Gabimuru. Okay. Ooh, the artwork. Well, there you go. You said you'd rather die. Anyone else feel like dying today? You didn't think you were going to get to go home. Cute. Okay, the equivalent of having something in your head, right? Oh, well, there you go. Make sure you take care of them. Probably a little bit of both. But he said he's hollow. I don't think that part was a joke. He wants it to be real interesting. AKA, we'd like you to kill each other. Wow. Wow, what in the Hunger Games? What in the Squid Game is happening? Night. Well, he just said they got permission. Yeah, he's like, sure, take it that way. Damn, those are biceps of steel. Why would you go? Why? Gabby's like, I don't fight unless I have to because my hair is spectacular and I don't want to get it bloody. I love that juxtaposition of the quiet beach and then the carnage going on inside. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm glad you're getting off on it, you old weirdo. Oh, some of them seem to be doing quite... Ah! Ah, okay. Good to know. Thank you for the exposition. He kind of looks like Ichigo. That's right, girl. Let them know. Let them know. Underestimate her ass and see what happens. Why would you stand close enough to let this man literally use his human bat on you? Okay, well, that's right. That's the true badasses are the ones who don't even bother moving. That's who you get scared of. Oh, living legend. Thank you. Oh. Oh. I'm like, are these guys going to fight between each other? Because that's going to make it real interesting. Oh, you don't know that about me. I can flourish. Here comes the misogyny. Thanks. Oh, should be. Exactly. How about I cut off your balls right now? How about that? Why are you putting up with that from a bunch of bratty ass kids? Oh, she's still a kid. Never mind. She looked taller. See, a scared girl, huh? Look at his weird head shape. What is going on there? It's like someone squeezed while still giving birth, you know? Okay. Like I said, get your lick back, girl. Get your lick back. That's right. Not the time for conscience. Woo! Woo! She said 3 for 1, bitch. Clean strikes. Anyone else want to mess with me today? Okay, this imagery really needs to stop. It is creepy. Ugh. One of them dead ghosts is a pervert. Oh, he said I won't. Okay. Some of us don't need to be here. Natural selection. Don't dodge that. Yep, I'm gonna defend myself. But I don't want it to be that way. He's like, I really didn't want to get my hair messed up today. Oh, now you running? You had how much time to run away?
He bit your throat out Rick Grimes style?
My guy is disemboweling and taking hearts. Yeah, you wanted to see this in real life, didn't you, bro? So you know the one to watch now, right? He asked you not to go here. He's like, got my clothes all wet, blood all over me. Damn, the sun even set. The sun's hiding from him. Are they? They're effective. Right? I'm sorry, am I supposed to make it clean like a beheading? It's just as brutal. I really like that he brought out the hypocrisy of that guy though, like acting like because he kills with his hands, it's somehow less disgusting than cutting someone's head off. Oh, now we stop. Oh, great, thanks. Oh my god, your head, sir. What's going on there? Run away. Oh, so she eats people. Great. Okay. This is too many names for me to remember. He hasn't even taken off his face mask, I realized. Who's going to take on the giant? Because I'm not taking that job. Respectfully. Oh, I love how they made the sunlight tint the ocean red after all that. A lot of symbolism in this show. I think it's so funny, actually, that they still have his hands tied when he's shown that he clearly doesn't hinder him at all. Is it? Maybe I don't want to be turned into a human flower. Okay. If there's no danger, then why you want the boat with us? Bring your little fat boss too. Let's all do it together. Crazy. Is that the end of our episode? It is. Okay. Just check to see one more time. Okay. No ending show. Oh, no. No after credit shots. Okay. So that was episode 2, which is screening indeed. It's screening indeed. This is very, very on par for what I expect for a show like this. We got to see the gathering of all the other criminals that have been potentially selected to go on this expedition. But then we see that the shogun of that area, actually, I'm trying to remember how the shogunate worked. It's been so long since I've done my history around Japan, but digressing. He wanted to see some blood. He wanted to see some death. So he said that they basically had to kill each other off until they decided that there was few enough of them to go on this expedition, which truthfully is kind of stupid because if you already know that you've sent what you thought were your best soldiers and they've not come back, why would you reduce the numbers? But on the other hand, the chances of these criminals actually working together is pretty slim. So they probably would have just ended up getting killed on the island anyway. That one guy who was doing the decrees wasn't wrong when he was said like, yeah, if you can't survive against these guys right now, probably won't make it on the island either. But it was kind of gross. But I guess in the end, you know, they were all sentenced to death. And I do like that they reminded them, like, especially the dude with the tattoo, which the tattoo art, by the way, is so well done. But anyway, the dude who was trying to leave, like, it's like, dude, what did you think was going to happen? Did you think they were going to send you back to your cell to chill? Like, no, you were sentenced to death. You just get to go now or later. Like, that's all it was. Like, you're going to die at the hands of either, you know, one of these dudes or on the island or something. Like, they're not letting you go. So anyways, very interesting there to see. We got to find out that there is a handful of them that do have powers, much like Gabimaru, or superpowers as they call them. The girl and that other guy with the braid. And then the giant, right? Is that the two? Oh no, there's another one. There's another older dude too. So I think it's like 4 or 5 of them that we're going to see some stuff from obviously later. I kind of like that they're dropping the foreshadowing in there for us. I assume that Gabimaru wouldn't be the only one, of course. And we got a little bit more history on his minder, the Yamada. I can't remember. I will get her name. I will get her name. I promise by next episode. But yes, we got a little bit more insight into her background. Basically learning that even though she was the daughter of a swordsman, which apparently her mentor was saying should have made her happy and comfortable. She was like, nah, actually, my dad was known for hurting people, for taking people's lives. So it didn't make me a popular kid in school. It actually, you know, made people hate me.
And I didn't really like the fact that I was hated for something that is actually pretty legitimate to be hated for. So yeah, she decided rather than try to sit there and swallow it, I guess, like other women who would in her position, she decided to take up the sword herself. But also there's a little bit, I think it's very interesting, that sword, we keep getting the reference of her seeing the reflection of someone's true nature in the sword. And every time she looks at herself, there is like you saw, like the creepy imagery of them people grabbing on her, which, in her mind she interprets as the guilty souls of the people she's beheaded coming for her, because she's not, apparently she's saying the guilt that she feels in killing them is not allowing them to rest in peace. So they're coming for, their souls are coming for her. But when she looks at herself, she sees this almost a form of a monster in a way. And I do think that's because, again, she really took up the sword for revenge. Let's be real. Like the fact that what she had to picture before she beheaded those 3 criminals was those boys who picked on her as a child. Yeah, my girl's she's got a streak in her. She got a little dog in her. She doesn't want to admit it, but the dog's in there. So we'll see how that comes out. I feel like it's going to be more embraced as the show goes on, especially being around someone like Gabi Maru, who again was a really cool moment where she's sitting there talking about, thinking and contemplating her conscience and all the things she's got to do and what she's had to do. And him basically saying, how is it natural for us to be killing other people right now? Like, why is this is not okay. This is not right. It's something you would just never expect from somebody who has his reputation, right? You think he'd be like these weirdos that were salivating over all the horrible things they want to do. But Gabi Maru is making it clear once again, like that's one of the reasons he probably is such an efficient killer. He doesn't look at it as something to derive pleasure or pain from. It's just something he does, right? Just like he saw later on when the guy came up to him and tried to kill him and he dodged. And he's like, why are you dodging? He's like, because I don't want to kill you, but I don't want to die. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to do this, but I also don't want to die. So yeah, when you think about all of that, like he clearly is able to surgically detach what he does from any type of emotion or feeling around it, guilt, pleasure, pain, anything. So that's where the hollow part comes in, is that he really has found a way to emotionally detach from what he's doing, at least at this point. So I think that's something where we're going to see his what would you call it, his keeper. I think she needs to learn a bit from him about doing that if she wants to continue doing this job as a swordsman. She's going to need to learn a little bit of that emotional attachment. But I also think that Gabi Maru in turn is going to learn a little bit more about how to be more human and kind of lean into that side of him from her. So anyway, it's interesting. I'm trying to figure out more of how their dynamic's going to work going forward. But yeah, definitely a good episode. Like, that was crazy. That whole prison yard thing was crazy. Like I said, reminded me of Squid Games, reminded me of like pretty much any show you've ever seen, where it's just like, okay, well, now we're gonna just turn all the inmates on each other. Like, very classic how you handle criminals 101 in movies situation. But yeah, our numbers are thin though. There was way too many people, way too many to keep track of, and let's face it, animate. So now we know there's some pretty badass people in this group, but Gabi Maru is holding the record right now. Although we haven't seen with the Giant. The Giant's the one person we didn't see do anything. So I look forward to seeing exactly what he's capable of in upcoming episodes. So that was pretty much it for the episode, guys. I really enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed watching along with me. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and we will see you in the next video.